Good evening, ducks. All right, let's get into this real quick. We just moved our alliance center, and with big moves comes a lot of reorganizing, and we have a lot of work to do. This hive is jacked up. So, I've put out, plenty of times the term server TP. I know a lot of the R4s, they've put out, to use the server TP, which is the same as Buster TP. We've asked plenty of times. If you don't know what this means, please ask. And we have even put up screenshots on how to do this. And still till today, I get questions, what is server TP? Like, I see someone TP from around here to inside the square with 0 time passed, which means they use advanced TP. During the season, teleporting is free. It just requires a couple extra steps. Okay? Very simple. You tap on this season 4 button here. Tap on this top portion right here that says season 4. You go to this top middle button that says grouping. If you're not aware, we're the right side, Cage no Sato. The blue side is Kubutai. I'm not sure if I'm saying any of those right, but realistically, you could TP to any of these green buttons that say go. I hope you recognize that you are in server 677, so do not go to that one because you will not go anywhere. But any of the other 7 options you could click on. It'll probably take you to the middle of someone's hive. It usually takes you to the location that you are. Just look for a spot to TP to. Don't disrupt anybody. Don't go into the mud. There you go. And then to come back, you see this little rectangle box up here that has a little timer. It says Warzone 730, which I'm in. Now that timer is the cooldown, which means if you TP back to your zone, you cannot TP to another zone again for another 4 minutes, 36 seconds and counting. That is the cooldown. So you hit this return arrow over here. It'll take you back to our hive or wherever the alliance assembly point is set, which is right there. And you line up where you are asked to line up. It is a very, very simple process. Now, since we could not get this done today, we run the risk of fixing our hive, and if someone TPs out, somebody that is looking to declare war on us will TP in. So if you're not aware, like I said, we're on the red side. We did not win against B&H today. We are still ranked. We did not lose any copper. So as of now, we'll see where we are in an hour, 18 minutes, or at reset tonight. Right now, we're ranked 20th. We can only go against the people in the same bracket. Our options were very slim. A lot of people freaked out and went for the easy ones right away without talking it over. Pissed me and a lot of people off over here at 677 that happened. But it is what it is. We'll take the hit. We'll go on to when it's time to declare again 2 busted from now, we'll try to get a much better matchup. But rank number 15, B&H, we went against them. We lost. You can see they're at 14 bill power. We're at 11.6 now. They haven't moved either. Their copper remained the same. Our copper remained the same. So they very much could declare war on us and come to us and attack us. And if you were in there, they do have a whale. This mofo right here, who is also the warlord. which means if he's going to send off a missile, it might be successful. This guy is at 322 mil power. Oh, good. We knocked him down a bit because when the war started, he was at 360 mil. So, we did some damage to him. But either way, he is a whale. And he will slap us around. So, we cannot give them that advantage. So from here on out, we have to work as a team to try to fix this hive. What I mean by that is, as it stands right now, just for a little preview of it, right now, technically we are okay. Once this, we're okay there. We should be fine. Right now there are no 3x3 squares open for a headquarters to jump into. I had to put the worm there to fill that hole in. But there's still some right here that could be filled in. Right or wrong? Yep. There's 2 spots here that could be filled in. So these guys under me, it would be great if you can move up. But we will have to work as a team, meaning, if someone takes my spot, so that way I could work from out here, or one of the people out here could work with the people in here to communicate with each other. I.e., let's say, hey, my name is Brent, and I'm reaching out to Marge. And I say, hey, Marge, can you take my spot while I TP out? You will TP out. Marge will TP out first. She will press the return arrow up on top, line herself up where you are currently at, and then you TP out, and she'll TP into your spot. Might have to wait a few minutes, 5 minutes actually, for the cooldown. For her to move again without having to use one of her TPs in her inventory. But it's going to take some communication now within each other to get this done. I mean, technically speaking, the way the hive is right now, no one can park inside of the box. But we look sloppy. You come to our neighbors, DXL, they look, pretty decent. Not great, but decent. What else we got? We got GPZG, they're a bit sloppy too. But even they are lined up much better than we are. So, we still have people hanging out over here for some reason. There we go. We got a few just chilling, and they're active because your light is on. At least that's what that tells me, unless you have the auto light on, then okay, sure. But I know some of you are active. I mean, you even have a dig going over here, so you're definitely active. So please, make your way to the hive. Park on the outside of it for now. Fill in some of these gaps here. At the very least, if we're going to look sloppy at the time being, let's at least make it difficult for them to get inside. All right? But we do need to fix this hive. Because whoever declares war on us, they will be monitoring our hive up until Saturday morning, even Friday night, to see which holes open up, and they will send somebody to fill it in. And the more people they have within this square, the better off they will be to attack our Alliance Center. If you were at the attack today, if we're able to keep them out here, then we can, and they attack our wings, or attack our Alliance Center, then we can re-garrison quickly while they have to spin back up and send more rallies. The further out they are, the longer these rallies will take. But if they're close, the more consistent these rallies will be. More than likely, if it's BNH and that whale is their warlord, they will send off the missile. I wouldn't even put it past them to do it right here in front of our face. So yeah, please let's try to prepare for this. It's gonna be tough, all right. Whoever declares war on us, we're seen as a little alliance, which we are in comparison to a lot of alliances out there. We are. We sit between 11.6 and 12 billion power at the moment. We've gone up a lot since the season started. We have gone up a lot in power, but there are very strong alliances out there. I mean, check this out. Look at what we got. Look what we're up against. Hold on, not this one. Copper Conquest. They were the defenders. You got. Well, that's a different bracket. Let's just go in our bracket alone. Our choices were to go either against an 18.2, a 16.8, a 21.1, a 14, another 14, which I probably should have went with that 14 really, a 19.8, and a 15.6. These other ones that say 12, 13, 13.5, even they have a whale in it. Everybody else is just a little bit weaker. So their number is high because of one or two people. And this one over here, the people that were scared jumped on that one very fast as soon as they saw all these other numbers. So, it's going to be tough. The season is always tough. But we have to be able to control the things that we can control, like Hive discipline. So again, if you have any questions on server TP, reference this video. Do not use Alliance TP. Do not use Advanced TP. Save those. Stock up on those every week when they are in the store. Got my store here. You got the, don't buy this. Buy it only buy it over here if you actually really need it. But one is sold here in the VIP store. One or three. I think three is actually sold there. One is sold here somewhere. Where are you? There it is. One is sold there. Stock up on it every week. So when it comes time for us to be in another war zone for an attack, you may very much need it. All right, ducks. Always ask questions. Whatever we put out there, if you are not sure, please ask. We will answer these questions for you. During the season, I spend a lot of my time over here in the DXL Discord, talking with, talking in all these groups here, the 677 leaders, Allies Chat, Allies R5. So my status shows that I'm online and I'm not talking back, I'm not talking to you. If you're asking me something, I apologize. Just at me and it will pop up on my screen and I will come back to check that message. But please, anything that we mention, ask. We will answer your questions gladly. We will. I promise you. All you have to do is ask. Because if you don't ask, if we put out instructions out there on how to do things, and no questions are asked, we can only assume that you know what to do. So please ask. All right, ducks. I'll see you on there. We'll see what happens at reset. I'll start looking at who our potential competition will be. And I believe they'll have 24, maybe 48 hours for someone to declare on us. But someone doesn't have to declare on us immediately. As soon as they know who they're going to go against, they will start popping up in our hive before they even declare. So let's not give them that opportunity. All right, ducks, I'll see you in the game. Have a great night.